think he really came to believe that he was pretty much indestructible.
When I broke my ankle last year, it was really difficult. It was the first time I'd ever broken anything. And we were at Okemo Mountain in Vermont for for just a family vacation. It was me and my family and my two younger brothers. And we were actually in at lunch for the day, and my mom was saying to me how I needed to slow down with doing all the jumps and rails and stuff because I was going to really hurt myself one day.
It's something that, we all knew was coming for a long time. Nobody was surprised. It was just, we were just waiting for when it would happen.
And the quote that I gave to her back was, well, I'm just going to keep going strong until I do hurt myself. Little did I know that the very next run out that day I was going to break my ankle.
So when I skied all the way down to the base lodge, I noticed there was an ambulance at the emergency shed, and there was one of the ski instructor safety people coming out, and I asked them if somebody was going to the emergency room. They said no.
I skied for probably 7 years, and then because of all the skateboarding and whatnot that I did, I decided that I wanted to try snowboarding because people had told me that it's very similar. So I went out to Colorado for spring break of my freshman year in college, and me and my friend Jeff went, and I basically just taught myself how to snowboard. In the first couple of days I was doing jumps and rails, and everyone had told me that it was going to be really hard, but I didn't find it that much of a difficult transition.
I don't know, about 4 years ago maybe 5 years ago that he wanted to try snowboarding, which, thought was a pretty stupid idea because we just spent all the money on the ski equipment, and we need to buy snowboard equipment. And but he did it anyway, and it seemed to come pretty easy because he'd been doing a lot of skateboarding in the driveway with some friends.
And then a couple days later, it was time for me to go back to school. And me never using crutches before, and because I had never broken anything, it was not quite like being at home where I can just stay around the house and just go up and down the stairs when I needed to.
That was our main focus, was making sure that he had some kind of a cast on so he could get, back to school. And I don't think he missed any classes, I think, because they had no school on Monday anyway.
I ended up missing a lot of classes because I just didn't want to get out of bed and walk.
It ended up being a lot more painful and inconvenient than he ever really expected.
It was, and showering was a pain in the ass. I had to put a plastic bag around my ankle every time I wanted to go, and I had to basically bring a chair into the shower so I could sit, because if I tried to stand I would slip.
And ultimately, I think when he went back to try to do the diving with the swim team, he found out that perhaps he maybe should have done some physical therapy because he was having a lot of pain.
By the time this winter rolled around, which is where we are now, I was really tentative about to just jump right back into my old habits for snowboarding.
But today is actually only my second ride out so far this year, and I mean I'm doing everything that I was doing at the end of last year, so I don't think it's really hindered me at all.
I realized that it was a fluke thing, and breaking stuff happens, and you just gotta take your hits and keep on moving.